Guys, today we will be discussing LeetCode problem 149. So here is the problem statement. So I guess you all have read the problem statement. So I will not be explaining the problem statement in detail. So let's start with the solution. So though LeetCode has mentioned this problem as a hard problem, but if you have some mathematical knowledge or inclination, you can easily solve this problem. And also that the constraints are not very tight on this problem. So OFN cube solution will be also feasible for this problem. So I guess it's a easy problem. Okay, then we will start with this approach part. So you need to know some mathematical terms and knowledge for this, solving this problem. The first point is, for drawing a line you need at least 2 points. So let's say if you have a line a comma b, there are 2 points, then if you have 2 points, then only you can draw a line. That is the main. Okay, so let's start with the approach part. Before solving this problem, we need some math knowledge for this problem, for this question. So the first thing you guys should know is, for drawing a line, you need at least 2 points. So with a single point we cannot draw a line. That's a rule, you can say. You won't need at least 2 points to draw a line. So let's take a line. This is a line L, and there are two, it is drawn by using 2 point a comma b, and the coordinates of a is x1 comma y1, and the coordinates of b2 is x2 comma y2. So the slope of this line is defined by this formula. This, let's say m is equal to the slope, then the slope will be given by y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So this is the main soul of this problem, heart and soul of this problem. If you know this formula, you can easily solve this problem. Okay, so let's go back to this problem statement. So we need to return the maximum number of points that lie on the same line. So if 2 points are lying on the, or if 3 points are lying on the same line, they will have the same slope. So this is the main crux of this problem. What I said just is, if 3 or more points then the slope got by So what I am trying to say is that let's say there are 3 points a comma b comma c that are on a line L, and this is C. So the slope of any 2 points, you can say any 2 points, you take any 2 points of your choice. Let's say a comma b. Let's say the slope m equals to slope of a comma c, m equal to a slope of b comma c. So this is the main concept here. If you know this thing, you can easily solve the problem. So guys, let's jump on the solution part quickly. So I am using the wrapper function, the wrapper class provided by the LeetCode. Basically this is LeetCode provide what. So after what I have implemented is, I have created a int variable for the count. This is for storing answer, storing the answer of this solution of this problem. Okay? And at last I'm returning the answer variable. So this will contain the solution of this whole problem. After that, what I'm doing, I'm running a for loop on the point variable, point array. So let's say the point array contain like 3 point a comma b comma c. So like on the first iteration I will select the point a, and after that I'm maintaining an unordered map for that particular point. So you can like I'm maintaining unordered map, mp because like it's like short form of map only. You can use ordered map also, but like in this problem we doesn't need the ordering of the points. So the order of points doesn't matter. So we can go with another point, another map, because like its worst case like average case time complexity is log of n, like for each operation, while the ordered map give us like log of n, or log of on, sorry, it's o of n. So like the unordered map is much faster and much better, like in compare of time complexity, than the ordered map. So we can surely go with the, I'm just, so that's why I'm like choosing the unordered map. So I maintained the unordered map mp for this point. So after that I'm maintaining the unordered map. What I'm doing, I'm running a second for loop. So this green color is the second for loop. So the basic idea what I'm doing is to like create a pair of points. So like this for loop, what this for loop will do is it will like create a pair of a comma b, then a comma c. And if it's like okay, like it is creating a pair of a comma a, we will simply discard with this statement. Like if the index of points are equal, then simply continue. We don't do any operation, because like this doesn't make any sense. If we calculate the slope of a comma a, that is gonna be 0 comma 0, which is undefined. So that's why we are skipping this part. After that, like let's say consider for a, like if I is pointing at a, then the pairs that will be created at a comma b and a comma c, right? After what I'm doing is I'm just calculating the slope. The formula that I wrote like on the top, I'm just calculating that formula, just like it simply like putting the values. The formula is very straightforward. If you're given 2 point, just calculate the slope using this formula, where like this represent the y coordinate of the second point, y coordinate of first point, x coordinate of second point, x coordinate of first point. So like we have 2 points, so like in this case a comma b. So what will be we will be doing, we will picking the y coordinate, like what it is, like points comma j comma 1. So like I'm like point of j will be the b point, because like we have used such indexing in that, and 1 will give the y coordinate. Why like 1? Because like the vector only consists of 2 points, xy and xyi, and like the vector are 0 indexes. So like the second, we have to select the second element. That's why I'm using the first index. Similarly, I will calculate the y coordinate of the first point. We will like subtract it. We did the subtraction. After subtraction, what I'm doing, that I'm calculating the x, like the denominator for x. This part is calculated here, like by picking the x coordinate. Okay. After that, like calculating the both x and y, like numerator and the denominator part. What I'm doing is I'm just I'm just hopping to calculate the slope. The slope is going to be a like a decimal value, so I'm using a double to be like safe. You can use float also. Then I'm just typecasting this y and x to a double and just dividing them. So it will give us a this thing will give us, let me clear some space. So after doing this operation, we will get slope value, like it's a it's a double value. So you can, like if you guys have like observed it earlier, that I have created a unordered map of like double int also. So that's the reason, because the slope is not going to be integer, it's going to be a double or decimal value. That's why I've used that like basic data structure. So after that, we get the slope. I'm just maintaining the count of the slope for that particular iteration. For the ith iteration, I'm just maintaining the count. So like how much time this particular slope occurred. And as we discussed earlier, if the like 2 points are having the same slope, then they lie on the same line. So this thing, the concept we discussed earlier, 2 points having same slope will be lying on same line. Yes, that's right. That's the basic gist of the problem. So we are maintaining the count, like we are mapping slope with its count. So this map will, but another map will do that. After that, I'm just updating the count with the maximum value. So like after each iteration, I'm just updating the count with the maximum value for all I iteration. This count will contain the maximum value. Like this will like basically contain like maximum occurrence of a single slope. So let's say like this will contain our answer, and after that just I am returning the count plus 1. You might be confused that why I am returning count plus 1, because earlier I told you, right, I'm just not mapping for the point a comma a here, right, because the slope will be 0 comma 0. So for to accommodate that point, I'm like separately adding 1 and returning from the count. So like it will be like very straightforward. Like if you are given a single point a only, then you can say very easily say that the maximum number of point is 1. So let's check in the code itself. Let me clear something. Okay, like if the point is 1, then this loop will run one time, and then it will maintain the map. This will also run one time, and if as I is equal to 0 and j are like both are equal, then we will continue, and this loop will break, and after that count is 0 and we will increment 1. So this thing work for like having a single point or any time. So this is like the accepted solution of LeetCode. And like let's discuss time complexity of this solution. So as you guys have like already estimated that it's gonna be of n square, yeah, because we are just using simple to for loop here. So it's gonna be of n square, and for like the space complexity we are using an unordered map to store the slope, and it's gonna be O of n because we are just creating n pairs for each iteration, and like basically it's n minus 1, but we are like ignoring the constant part. So it's basically O of n only. The space is O of n and the time complexity of O of n square. And basically you can also write a solution if in O of n cube. This will be accepted on LeetCode because like the constraint is just like the points number of the size of the array is less than equal to 300. So this will also work. Solution for this problem. And if you guys have any doubt, just try to write in the comment. I will try to answer it, and like I will be pasting the code in the description, so do check it out and all. And okay, bye.